Life Lesson 32. Keep calm, cause it's payback time. We will now go over to the book of Genesis chapter 32 and we'll see what restitution can do for two brothers.
On his way, and the angels of God met him, and when Jacob saw them, he said, "This is God's host," and he called the name of that place Mahanaim. And Jacob sent messengers before him to Esau his brother unto the land of Seir, the country of Edom. And he commanded them, saying, Thus shall ye speak unto my lord Esau. Thy servant Jacob saith thus, I have sojourned with Laban, and stayed there until now. And I have oxen and asses, flocks and men servants, and women servants, and I have sent to tell my lord, that I may find grace in thy sight. And the messengers returned to Jacob, saying, We came to thy brother Esau, and also he cometh to meet thee, and 400 men with him. Then Jacob was greatly afraid and distressed, and he divided the people that was with him, and the flocks and herds and the camels, into 2 bands. And he said, If Esau come to the one company and smite it, then the other company which is left shall escape. And Jacob said, O God of my father Abraham, and God of my father Isaac, the Lord which saidst unto me, Return unto thy country and to thy kindred, and I will deal well with thee. I am not worthy of the least of all the mercies, and of all the truth which thou hast shewed unto thy servant. For with my staff I passed over this Jordan, and now I am become 2 bands. Deliver me, I pray thee, from the hand of my brother, from the hand of Esau. For I fear him, lest he will come and smite me, and the mother with the children. And thou saidst, I will surely do thee good, and make thy seed as the sand of the sea, which cannot be numbered for multitude. And he lodged there that same night, and took of that which came to his hand a present for Esau his brother, 200 she-goats, and 20 he-goats, 200 ewes, and 20 rams, 30 milch camels, with their colts, 40 kine, and 10 bulls, 20 she-asses, and 10 foals. And he delivered them into the hand of his servants, every drove by themselves, and said unto his servants, Pass over before me, and put a space betwixt drove and drove. And he commanded the foremost, saying, When Esau my brother meeteth thee, and asketh thee, saying, Whose art thou? And whither goest thou? And whose are these before thee? Then thou shalt say, They be thy servant Jacob's. It is a present sent unto my lord Esau. And behold, also he is behind us.
Life lesson. How many can truly say that they are able to repay that which they have done wrong to their family? Not many can. Jacob has gotten the name, and he paid the price for what he had done, and it was now time for him to leave after 20 years of hard labor in Laban's house. And now his 20 years end had come, and he was now going to meet with Esau to settle the matter of the birthright. I am prophesying today that this is 2020, and 2020 will not end until certain matter concerning you is settled in the name of Jesus. Another lesson from this story: they were to say the same thing to Esau. So when you go to battle, when you go to pray, when you have your altar ministries, those who are at the altar who are working with the prayer leader must be saying the same thing. You must be agreeing to what is being done while you pray, even if someone needs deliverance. One cannot be saying one thing, one saying the other thing. You must say the same things. Jacob was still wise because he made sure to put the family in separate groups, and he put them ahead to say, when you meet Esau, this is what you must say, this is what you must do. So don't put the wrong people at the head of the battle. Esau asked, Who are these people? What are all these flocks? But he told them, Don't worry about me. Even though Jacob took my birthright, look, God has blessed me, and look at my army. Now have 400 men in my army plus livestock, because God has blessed me also. Don't worry about me, he said. It's time for you not to worry about tomorrow, because you know who holds the future and you know who holds your hand. As many celebrate Pentecost Sunday today, remember that Pentecost was not just the day, but a continuous event that would take place in the life of the people of Israel, when they would, at the end of the harvest, 50 days later, they would show up with their offering and they would give it to the priest as a wave offering, giving God thanks for the harvest and that which is yet to come. It was a physical event for Israel called the Feast of Pentecost, when men from everywhere, different continents, showed up in Jerusalem because it was offering time. They came to give, but they heard the disciples speak in their own known language that they knew not. This day, don't only seek to speak in tongues in the worship service because it's Pentecost Sunday, but live the life of Acts 2:42, that they continued steadfastly in the apostles' doctrine. They had fellowship, they break bread, and they spent much time in prayer. There will be no revival, never, in the earth realm until the church get back to prayer. Do what the Acts church did to get what the Acts church got, in the mighty name of Jesus.